why would Apple publicly announce that they're going to work with OpenAI for their back-end model when, all of our iCloud stuff is stored on Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, and Apple never, betrays that information, right? Like they play them off each other. They just treat it like a commodity. So why is it that the language model would get elevated into this thing? And Federighi even kind of previewed that it would be, was it him? Whoever was talking about it was like that it would be configurable in the future, that they'd add additional models. And then,
right.
So that like for Apple to take both third parties, elevate them to a named thing on their platform that the users know about, and then to give the users the work of having to decide which model is best in which circumstances, there must be a reason. And I think that reason became clear during the keynote, which was Apple wants plausible deniability. Hey, we are confident that our very limited model that's only local, that's like got temperature set to 0 is going to work fine. But if you want something more, here, you can click this escape hatch button. And as soon as you do, you're going to see ChatGPT may make mistakes and you're going to see their logo big. And so like what Apple's saying really is that's the throat to choke. Don't look at us. Whereas Google has all the egg on their face because they brand Gemini as Google Gemini, and Microsoft too, even though Copilot, we in the industry know that is backed by OpenAI. They want to brand it as if it's their own thing. And they go out of their way to say, oh, we've got all of our own proprietary models on top of it too, which means that when it recall screws up or whatever these new features are blow up, it's Microsoft with egg on their face. So I think this is a way for them to have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Good observation.
I think that's probably exactly right. I can't think of another reason why they would do it. It's so against what they normally do.
Yeah, they never.
Except for my warmest take was like, well, it's a way of just catching up really quickly without actually having to put the work in. But we know they put the work in on these foundation models anyways that run on device. So it's not like they're not going after it internally with their engineers. So I think it does make sense that they're like, well, here be dragons, but they're not our dragons. Go ahead and use them. We're going to provide them for you. But when the rubber hits the road, go complain to these people. We're just here. We're here for you, and they betrayed you with their models. So, yeah.
And 5 years from now, maybe we pull a Google Maps, Apple Maps thing, right? And we have our own big enough model that is mature enough. When we're not moving fast and breaking things, but we're still getting all the things that the market is saying that we should have or that people are coming to expect.